Good evening, Internet. This is Bad Supercut's haircut, and this is Man on Film. Before we get into anything today, I'd just like to first extend my deepest gratitude to all of you who've supported me online, to all of you who spread this video around to all your friends and families. And just encourage you, go ahead and tell everybody you know about this video. Tell everybody you know about this service that I'm providing for you on a weekly basis. As you can see, we've been trying to kind of improve our production value and everything. And I hope to start doing a few other segments also each week. So keep a lookout on that. And like I said, spread the word and let everybody know about this. What you should watch this weekend. February 12th, 2010. That's right, it's Valentine's Day weekend. And if you and your special someone should decide to go to see a movie this weekend, take a listen to what I have to say before you go. Appropriately enough, our first film is called Valentine's Day. And you guessed it, it's a romantic comedy. It boasts an all-star cast featuring Ashton Kutcher, Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, Bradley Cooper, Patrick Dempsey, Jamie Foxx, Topher Grace, Anne Hathaway, Queen Latifah, Taylor Swift, Julia Roberts, and a ton of other people that I don't care about. Now, I'm honestly not really sure what's going on in this film, and I really don't care. But I can venture to guess through the course of the film, everybody ends up dating everybody else. Then at the end, everybody's together at one big Valentine's Day party, and everybody finds out they should have been dating someone else, and they all get together with anybody else. You had me at kaboom. This film seems very derivative to me, and in fact similarities have already been made to last year's He's Just Not That Into You. I didn't entirely enjoy that film either, so I'm not expecting too much from this one. And let's be honest, star-studded cast? Most of the people in this movie wouldn't be considered stars if they didn't appear so frequently in supermarket tabloids. And really, the exception of Jamie Foxx and Anne Hathaway, which I have the utmost love and respect for, can anybody really name any good movie any one of these people have been in? I have to admit though, releasing Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day weekend is good business. This film was made for couples and for couples for this specific holiday. We also have Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. Directed by Chris Columbus, the guy who brought you the first two Harry Potter films. And appropriately enough, because everybody's saying that the Percy Jackson series will be filling the void left when the Harry Potter films eventually run their course. This film is also based on a series of books targeted towards the young adult demographic. And while I never really got into the Harry Potter films, I did always hold a respect for them. Harry Potter always had that mixture of good childhood fantasy without being too dumbed down. And now that Harry Potter is coming to an end, it's good to see a series like Percy Jackson take its place. The Percy Jackson series is sort of like a modernized Greek fantasy based around Greek mythology. Sort of like a young person's Clash of the Titans. The film itself is about 12-year-old Percy Jackson who discovers he's the son of Poseidon and all the responsibilities that come along with that position. Personally, I've always been a Clash of the Titans fan and I've always loved Greek mythology, so I'm not too cynical about this film's release. Hell, I still haven't seen any Harry Potter film all the way through, and I actually want to see this film. The last film we have coming out is The Wolfman, Universal's reimagining and reinventing of their classic horror beast. Now, I've been looking forward to this movie ever since I heard about it, so I'm really excited for this one. The film stars Sir Anthony Hopkins, Benicio del Toro, Hugo Weaving, and Emily Blunt. From the trailer, the film looks gorgeous and moody, and it's been a real long time that I can say I've really been excited about seeing a rehash or a remake of a movie. And strangely enough, in February, there's two of them. The Wolfman, and the remake of Romero's The Crazies coming out, I believe, not next week, but the week after. If you're at all unfamiliar with the legend, the story goes, an estranged nobleman returns to his homeland after many years to find his brother dead and his family under a terrifying curse. In the midst of investigating said curse, he becomes its next victim, and now he must deal with the fact that he turns into a wolfman every time the full moon is out. Hollywood hasn't really been kind to the werewolf film lately. We've been force-fed Twilight and Underworld for the last few years, and it's good to see a film finally come out to actually give us a decent portrayal of the monster. Alright, this is the first real 3-film weekend we've had all year, so let's take a look at our options for a second. First, we have Percy Jackson. Now, unless you are young enough to feel nostalgic about the releases of the Harry Potter films, I really don't see this film making that much of a fuss. Now, the film itself looks pretty good, but honestly, if you have to go watch one film this weekend, there are better options. Top the box office this weekend will definitely be between Valentine's Day and the Wolfman. So let's see side by side how they really stack up. Valentine's Day has their so-called star-studded cast, while the Wolfman has their cast comprising of award-winning talented actors. Ashton Kutcher, Benicio del Toro, Taylor Abs Lautner, Hugo Weaving, Topher Grace, Sir Anthony Hopkins. Anyone who even thinks there's some remote sort of comparison between the two films should be punched in the face. Story-wise, we have the classic age-old horror tale of animalistic frenzy and alienation versus the comical romance focused around the holiday. You've seen this film last year when it was called He's Just Not That Into You, and I'm sure you'll see it again next year when it's called New Year's Eve. At the end of the day though, what film should you watch? Well, it is Valentine's Day weekend. Well, my suggestion this weekend is to go and see Valentine's Day. I know, I must be out of my mind. But hey, you only get 1 or 2 weekends a year where you can actually take your special someone to go watch a film as bad as Valentine's Day instead of actually watching a legitimately good film like The Wolfman. So, this weekend treat your little lady to Valentine's Day. Hey, maybe you'll score some points, or maybe you'll get out of the doghouse for making her watch From Paris with Love last week instead of Dear John. In any case, if that doesn't work out for you, you can always meet up with me and the rest of the single guys next door watching The Wolfman. Until next week, bonne chance! Man on Film.